Yeah, we're going to have a wee chat about um, some more useful tools for your child so that it can recognise persuasive techniques and when they're being used. We chatted a little bit about the differences between objective and subjective and how that's a useful tool, and we chatted a little bit about being able to recognise when imagination's been invoked and how that's a useful tool. Well, I wanted to go into a little bit about presuppositions. And how teaching your child about that could help them recognise that persuasive language and the technique that's been used. So if you're unaware of presuppositions and you don't know about it, then you'll be susceptible to that. But once you're informed and you have an understanding of it, you can recognise it and you're not as susceptible to that. So that's why it's valuable for me that I teach my child about presuppositions and how they're applied and what they would look like. So I would start off by, we'd talk presuppositions, we'd talk about what that word is and what it means, and we would give some examples of presuppositions. We'd give an example of a gym ad that would say, have you done your daily exercise? And I can discuss through that, and my child can recognise that within that statement there's a presumed truth within it. Have you done your daily exercise? The presumed truth being the implication that we should do exercise daily, and you could chat to your child about how that's restricting the answer of the person it's asking the question of, yeah, and how that might restrict their answer. So it's very much a form of clever argumentation. It's implying within the statement that there's a need for daily exercise and that you're not meeting that, and it's pushing that. So that's a really good way and an easy way to show your child how that sort of persuasive technique is used, and how to recognise it as well. Another way so you could have them recognise it is to do their own advert or their own campaign on something, marketing campaign, and you could have them have a slogan that was a presupposition. Have them think of their own presupposition slogan, and have them do just a normal ad campaign where it's just a statement. That would be a really good way for them. You could do a topic, a few days around presuppositions on its own, different topics, writing the different ad campaigns, like you say, really gaining a good understanding of it and having your child be able to recognise it. That's why I think it's important, is because once it's recognised, it's less. Once it's recognised, you can recognise it's happening and it's not having that effect upon you, so it's really valuable. So that was my other useful tool, and I'll probably go over some other ones. And keep in mind that grammar, logic, rhetoric to me is very much been self-taught, and I've not been had been privy to higher education or any special method for learning. I was very much mainstream and the traditional method of learning, so everything here is self-learnt, and I'm doing my best to teach my child to the best of my knowledge, and I think that's all any of us can do. So I just wanted to say that, and thank you for anyone that's shown support. I appreciate that, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.